Hello viewers and welcome to another video, and this topic, this is the first video where I'll be doing the CCNA. I'm going to be doing the in-video commentary. It's not going to be a post commentary. I tried to post commentary, it didn't work too well for this case. Here now you can, before we get started, I can show you the download. You're going to need this. It's Cisco terminal installer. This allows you to install the Cisco terminal that is needed for the lab. You click on this and you give the option, you go to save file, save onto the download. You go to that download and click on it to install. Is nearly half a megabyte here, so download that. Alright, let's get started, and I do my best to get my speech right. I hope I do this right. So we'll get started with this lab. The first one is perform switch setup and initial configuration. Pretty easy. It's setting up IP address and host name. So I'm going to start the lab. This lab is awesome, I can tell you. The great thing about this is you're going to give you a task, it can give you guidance here. So let's start with the first task. It perform reload and verify that the switch is unconfigured. So there is no configuration. Now we ask the CLI of the switch 1. Now, CLI stands for Command Line Interface. So you click on this. And don't worry, I'll show you the packet tracer in due time. So we double click this. Now, you may be asked to enter the initial configuration dialog. We're going to select No. Well, it's time to get started, which we do. Okay, switch. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attempt to erase. Now, if you want to get a hint, hover over this mouse over the question mark, like so, and it gives you a tip. So we're going to try to erase the config. Now, it's invalid. I'll tell you why. Now, you see this arrow here. Don't worry if you don't understand now, but this arrow means it's invalid from this point onward. This is invalid. Now, there is a question mark. If you want to know the rest of them, start with E, you go to question mark and give you option enable Ethernet exit. Now we want to go to enable. So this right now we're on the user executable mode. That is a level 1. You get to show you this question mark. You get to clear, disable, all the basic command. You can't really control the switch one much. You can only ask it what it's about. Like, if I can do a show function, like a show function here, you pretty much want to get some detail. But in other ways, we need a higher level. So you go to neighbor. Now you wonder, viewers, why it's not protected. Well, there'll be a later lesson for that. So for now, let enable. And now we want to erase startup config. So we'll go erase. If you're not sure, go to question mark and it tell you startup config. And it give you option, hit enter here, and it had completed. I quickly going to check my freelance brief, and there is one. we will going to delete the flash vLAN.data. Now, in this case, unfortunately for this one, it's not going to be flash, it's going to be Unix. It's not really covered, but this is what you do, you delete vLAN.data and you go ahead. It's Unix, unfortunately. There is a bit of right now, there's no such file or directory. I'm sorry, so if you ever okay. Oh, yeah, do show vLAN brief. Okay, you see, I put no. Yeah, you probably. What I did right there is, viewers, this may be a bit off scope here. I went to config T, and it's configured terminal. I show that off later. It brings me to higher level configuration mode, and I put no where vLAN's telling me it will move it. And I do show because it's a high level, and just work my way back to show vLANs at the enabled project level, and this will give me there's no vLANs. Alright, I like to continue on. I check my timer here. Alright, 6 minutes into it. Now we're going to press enter. So the next thing is we want to, now we're already in the enable. I will just go back to enable here. Okay, now we want to show startup config. And startup config is not present. I have deleted it. Now, if you want to use the show commands, remember you could use it, but I go back to the user mode. You simply, or I meant to click enter in exit. You want to be careful with the exit here. Here we're going to do a show function, so we get some detail here. I'll just show you. It's up there, and there you are. We're using function 15 and 2012. That's the author, and Solus, that's the program. Uptime is 6 minutes. Now, if you want to get more detail, you press enter. And it gives you the byte of memory, the processor. That's 142 meg. Watch out for that. The processor ID, it shows you how many Ethernet interface. I can tell you in the packet tracer, you don't get that luxury of this many interface. And I show you in due time. And next we have the 16K bytes of non-volatile RAM. It stands for non-volatile RAM. Is the RAM that is stored. It is not when the switch is powered off. It's not lost. And the other thing is volatile RAM. It's flash, other word. Oh no, not really. It's volatile RAM. That's for the running config. When the power off, it's lost. Now we head on. Now we're going to configure the switch with a host name and IP address. So we're going to start with a host name. In order to get a host name, we need to be on the config level. So why don't we do the neighbor? Now, this is what you do in full configuration. If you're not sure, question mark again, you go to the terminal like that. Alternative, always good practice is type as short as you can, but you do need to practice your typing. 30 words per minute or more is recommended. The speed you need it to be faster typing. I'm excited to say this, but you have to. So we're into the configure mode. Now we're going to change the host name. So here you are, you type host name and type SW1. Now the host name had changed. Now on the switch 1, we want to enable the vLAN interface 1. We need to be config T configuration mode again. So in order to assign IP address, we need to type interface, as you see, interface to that, but int vLANs followed by, it's actually a native vLANs. We explained that in another lesson. We're going to assign the IP address. Now we'll go to IP config. Now we'll go address. Now there is a job aid, but I'm going straight to it, and we find out we will be assigning 10.1.1 and then .11. And the reason and why we're doing this, yeah, we need to ping. We need to ping. This is for the router. vLAN is some sort of management. A switch is a layer 2 device, and it's organized by MAC address. And there's a MAC address table. I could show you that off now. You do IP address. You're going to enter your IP address. This is the IP address here, and your subnet mask. There's a /24 in the job aid, but that's equipped with the 255.255.255.0, and CID or notation is /24. You need to know the subnet mask for that. That is a subnet mask. You also need to know the wildcard mask. Okay, now I messed this up somehow. Oh, I put 2D. You see that out there. And this is why you need to be faster typing. Now we need a no shutdown to bring the interface up. Now the interface VLAN is up. So you do that, you do show. It normally be at the pressure level 15. Do show VLANs, and we'll do a brief. Now, if I remember, okay, you see, not sure. Okay, there you are. Just table, and this you. But there's no port. Well, there's a port, but there's only one port right now, and the MAC address, and that's what happened to this PC. And remember, if you want to click on the PC, I'll show you up here. It won't take too much time. Apologize, everyone. And PC. Yeah, show IP interface. Oh, I need to be enable. Show IP interface brief. Sorry. See, this is why we need. Okay, I have to stop the video until I find it. Hold on 1 minute, viewers. I'll be back soon. Okay, as you see, that is the MAC address. As I just showed, interface E00, that's where you go to switch 1. And it meets at the internet 0/1. It's dynamic, it can change. And this is the MAC address it's collecting to. Now, if we may continue on here, I didn't mean to have that open. Yeah, that's open broadcast software. For anyone who wants to know how to get that, please leave a comment and I will help you how to get that. Now here, we already did the no shutdown. Now for the router you used to simulate a PC router had been disabled and the default gateway had been pre-configured. It used the now we have to go back to PC. So if I go to PC 1, and as we did early on, okay, we'll go config T because okay, you see, this is the provision mode PC 1 / you can tell by it we at the level 15 and we're heading to high level. That's the thing you can tell, by the way. Now we'll go to interface, so you can use the help E/share. Now we're gonna assign the IP address, and I1 is 10.1.1. And look, we have the internet address. It's already assigned by the look of thing .100. Now the subnet mask, and in the job area we say /24, and once again no shutdown. And we're going to say it's going to be up. Wait, just a moment here. Yeah, I think it's up already. Now for PC, we're going to ping the vLAN's IP address. It confirms the layer 3 connectivity. The only way to ping it is, you see, vLAN is a management that has IP address. You're normally going to ping to the router. That's confirmed the layer 3 connectivity. Alright, we're going to ping right now. And as you see, we'll go here. And go to job 8. See, that's the IP address 10.1. Now, I want to .1 and .100. Oop, yeah, that's wrong. And you see, yeah, I do hate. And there you are, it's a success. You can connect. Alright, viewers, we're heading near this 20 minutes, so for this reason, I'm going to stop the video right here. I will continue on to the task 3. So if you have any question, I highly recommend you ask me question. I did my best, so I'd like you to please also give a like and subscribe to my video, and I see you in the next lesson. So see you next time.